Welcome back, everybody. I'm doing all right there, Anime Dave. Thank you for the kitty treats and the doggo. I just finished delivering all of them to the happy fur babies. We are back, finishing up these 2P contracts. Hopefully finishing up these 2P contracts. One thing I can confirm, if you have, just like in FS 22 and 19, if you have multiple contracts going to the same location, it will mix the product in the contracts. So if I were to deliver 38 harvest right now, it would count towards field 25. Because 25 is first numerically. Until 25 is complete. And then it would work on the 38. The problem with 25's contract system now, though, is as soon as the contract got to 100% on this field, it would lock out any further work on this field. And if you've already delivered the full 100%, you will lose out on product unless you have something to store it in. So what'll happen is normally you only have to deliver 90% of the product, but because it would have been 100% and then it locks me out of doing this field, it may shortchange me field 38. So I've got a wagon over there on my tractor to help out. One of the contract vehicles is already down here with a full load ready to deliver as soon as I'm done the fields. And I have my other tractor with my other trailer currently in field 38. So we need to wait until we've finished harvesting 25 in its entirety before we start delivering this product. And that's the field that's currently the furthest behind as far as harvest goes. But it's long, straight rows. It shouldn't take very long. And we'll be done that contract. We'll get them turned in and progress into August. Month of August, we should be able to start planting our canola. Well, actually, sorry, we're not planting canola this time. We're doing wheat, and I'm going to wait for either corn or soybeans, maybe. Maybe sorghum. Sorghum might be a decent option. I know I'm going to have wheat in one of my fields. Make sure we keep up with the chickens. We have grass here. This will be going long grain rice when we get it finished harvesting. I don't know what my other field is going to be yet. We just did a canola harvest off of it. Maybe soybeans. Possibly oat. So we can get a head of straw. Like the green beans, peas, spinach, all that stuff. That, unfortunately, is going to wait until we can afford the harvesting equipment for it. I'll do contracts for it and everything else. But until I can afford the equipment myself. That's why I'll do long grain rice, because that uses all the equipment I already have. Maybe I'll do sorghum. And we'll get a flour mill or something. Alright, finishing the last pass on field 38. one little patch up over there. We'll go grab it quick. And then drop it all into this trailer. And probably head that trailer. Hey, KW. Probably head that trailer over to field 25. Lozzie, how you doing? Monday, Tuesday. I'm doing okay considering the lack of sleep. Memelar, how you been? There he is, chat. We haven't seen Memelar in a while, but I haven't played Farm Sim in a while, so not a surprise there. I'm glad to hear it, Mem. Hope you are staying safe from the wildfire down there. Is there any word on if they're getting that starting to get that under control? I'm seeing reports from Fummins, and man, that's wild. Whoops. Oh, good. A little better, but closer to Fummins. I gotcha. I know you guys are a little bit apart, but I'm not a geography nerd, so I have no idea. Alright, we're gonna do I bother to send this one over to 25? Yeah, we'll send this one over. Download now, you can't wait? Nice, Farmer Man. Alright, let's get this guy over to 25. I don't know if 25 will fit in here, but I do have that other trailer there as a backup. I should put that in my title. Alright, 1 second, chat. Just gotta edit. There you go. Just had to edit the old stream title quick. I get this one topped off, send it on its merry way, or, well, I'll start driving it myself, but we get this one brought down. Alright, that trailer's full. Tarp it up. I didn't really pull much out of that harvester. Let's empty it first. Hey, guy, would you let me get out of the way first? Wow, rude. That is heckin' rude, I'll tell you what. I got a couple of long rounds left to go. That should definitely fit into that trailer. You start driving this down there. Finally starting to learn my way around the map, so. Keyword starting. Still need to find 17 more collectibles. I have no idea where to look. I've kind of checked a lot of the buildings and stuff like that around the map. See what's around. You're still lost on that map? Well, yeah. It takes a while to start learning the map. In fairness, I've got 53 hours in this save, so kind of have a leg up on, finding my way about. Yeah, I like the map. As a base, I really like the map. It's nice, it's well done. There's a few areas that are a little tight. So Tech Nerd, the screen flashing seems to be an NVIDIA driver issue. There should be a patch out hopefully soon for it. But they are aware of it. That flashing seems to be mostly a NVIDIA thing. I haven't heard of anybody with an Intel or AMD card saying they have that flashing. No, it'd be a driver update, most likely, Tech Nerd. From NVIDIA. Unless NVIDIA had a driver update today, but I have heard that it's an NVIDIA-related issue, and it will be patched soon.tm. Oh, there was one today? Interesting. I have not downloaded it yet, so I can't confirm if it still happens afterwards, but honestly, I don't notice it as much now. Maybe I'm just becoming blind to it because I had early access. Yo! I had early access to the game, so I've been playing for, well, like I said, I've got 53 hours in this save since Friday. Nope, that's no hours whatsoever. Welcome in, Volstrop. For those that have not yet seen it, that there is my first official mod for FS25. It is the Kuhn Prolander cultivator turned into a plow. There will likely be some tweaks to it once we get the editor available. This guy's on the wrong road. This little diving hole right there. Aha. It's cool. Alright, last row of peas. I don't think... I don't see any leftover bits, at least none worth trying to grab. Alright, let's go ahead and... Kazanir coming in with a raid. Welcome in, Kaz. How was your stream, buddy? How is the farm today? What do you think of FS25 so far? Alright, this should finish off 25. Interestingly enough, it went for 38, not 25. So far, so good. Runs great. Not sure what all the fuss is about there. Driver update did not work. That came out today. I wonder if it's an issue with your PC then. That, as I said, I haven't done the update. I still get it occasionally. Haven't really noticed. You know, I mean, at this point, I don't notice it as much. There is a flickering issue with NVIDIA drivers. Causes a little bit of weird screen flickering. But honestly, it's not, I mean, it's not like game breaking. It's more of an annoyance than anything else. But Tech Nerd was asking about it. Like I said, I get it. Occasionally, I just don't notice it anymore as much. It's probably because of the amount of time I've already played into the game. At this point, like, I've become immune to it, so to speak. Like I said, from what I understand, from what I've heard, Giants is aware of the issue and there should be a patch out soon, TM. Don't know if that was going to come from NVIDIA or from Giants. Maybe a Giants thing. At this point, I don't know. Especially if you said you already did the NVIDIA update and it's still happening. What, do you mind me asking what card you're running and what settings you're on? This is a point of reference for later on when my brain decides to recall it. Alright, let's see what we end up with for money off of these harvests. Spare crop, that is. Oh, good stuff. $13,000 plus the contract fees. 7 grand there and 11 grand there. Money. That is excellent. I love it. 3050 with 4 gig VRAM and medium settings. Alright. So not a low-end card, but you're certainly not taxing it either. Be a different story if you set a 1080 and you're trying to run on ultra settings. You know what I'm saying? Get the flashing as well. You're on a 4060 Ti and ultra settings. Yeah, I have not done it. I'm on a 4070 Ti, ultra settings. Really like the so much easy to use. At first I was like, this is a pain because it was learning where things are. But now that I've learned it, I do really like the UI. Yes. I like the blue that was in 22 a little bit better, but a lot of the menus are now much cleaner, I think. Papa 55 coming in with the government efficiency grant. Hopefully we get something good this time. The mouse to click around and it feels way less steps. Yeah, especially like going to the store menu, you have less menus to jump in. It's just kind of scroll at it and get up and down. Oh, I'm running a 4070 Ti, ultra settings, and I've been getting the flickering, but I haven't really paid too much attention to it, but I have not done the GPU update either. Alright, Papa 55, you redeemed it. How many times do we shuffle? And for those just joining, this is the Government Efficiency Grant drawing. Once per stream, I spin this wheel. As you can see, there's a whole host of things on the wheel. 3 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Spin the wheel. What do we get? There's fines, there's grants, there's bonuses. Oh, come on. It was so close. Solar panel install cost. You get to choose which panel we're going to get and which build, or, you know, if it's on a building or on a panel. So we'll check that out in just a minute. But it was very close to all costs paid for. We have 2 of them, a small farm building or a small factory. It was very close to getting that. Nice. Alright, so, let me unpause this. I'm gonna H and send you back to the farm. Target position will be... line it up right behind that one. Still get the occasional flash here and there. Alright, so it's likely going to be a Giants update that will have to happen for it. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really bother me at this point. It's happened so often, I just don't notice. Alright, so the options, Papa, are we buy... over here. We can buy one of these 2 panels, or I can apply solar panels to the cow barn, chicken coop, or either of these 2 buildings. Dark Star Simulation, good evening to you as well. Related to the shaders load in areas you haven't been to yet once you've been there. That could be Reed. And for those of you, cow barn? Alright, so we're going to have to do a little playing around to see, because you can't by default upgrade, but I know how to play around with some XMLs to make it happen. But for those that aren't aware, this cow barn here, if you look, I can press F while you can't see. Well, yeah, you can. Just over here. I can press F. $63,750. This grant is going to cover 25% of that cost, and we'll be adding solar panels to our cow barn. As I said, by default, you can't just click on this and hit upgrade. But if you know what you're doing in the XMLs, you can tweak a number and add it post-installation. So we're going to park this away quick. We'll get our other tractors just about back to the farm. Excellent. We'll pull this into the farm quick. I'll do a save. We're going to have to hop over to a test map, because I need to check an integer setting. So we need to pop down a couple of cow barns, one with and one without the cow panel, or the solar panels, so I can tell what the setting is for adding them. I'm a coasting. There we go. Alright, let's save it up quick. I'm gonna quit. 63,750 and 25% gets paid for. I have to pay the rest. Riverbend Springs. We're gonna go $1 million. No. Yes. Start. How you doing, Sir Welshie? Flicker's still there? Yeah, it's probably then gonna have to be an update from Giants. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And once you've been playing for a while, you kind of don't notice it as much. Glad to hear it, Welshie. Alright. 2 cow barns. But if you put solar panel... One without. One with. We're going to save this. Now I need to quit all the way out. Alright, 63. 0.75. I need to pay $47,812 out of my pocket and 50 cents. Let's go documents. My games. 25. Save game 2. We're gonna look for the placeables XML. Open this up. We're gonna scroll down to the bottom. This should be the 2 cow barns. Cow barn medium, cow barn medium. We have solar panels ID 1, solar panels ID 2, and then we need to add the ID 1 and 2 with it. So we need to add a 2, and then the 1 and the 2. But if I take Control C right there, then I'm going to go over to my other save game. We're going to make a backup copy in case I bork something. Always a good idea, chat. You got a backup of my game right there. You go to this placeables XML. I'm going to search cow. Here it is right here. And we need to do Control V right there. Save. That takes care of that. We need to go over to my farms XML. And 47,000, sorry, 48,569 minus 47,812.5. Gonna leave me $765.50. Hello?
Oh, hello. I didn't mean to go in. Sorry.
No worries. $765 right here. Save. We just afforded that one. What's that, Imperial? Mind you, that plow was done very early, very quick, and with not a whole lot of testing. So please let me know what the bug is, and we'll see about fixing it. Oh, and didn't have to run away.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
So basically, the bug is when you're like like when you go through career mode and you do like your prologue stuff, and you have to hook up to the I think it's the cedar.
Okay.
And when you hook up to it and you reverse, you can't physically refill. Now I don't know if it was the angling I had, but I physically couldn't refill the cedar.
After using the plow?
With the plow in. Bear in mind,
I've been able to I've been able to refill the cedar just fine.
I'm on about in the prologue when you go through when you talk to that old guy.
During the prologue, you're locked out of certain things. You can't do certain things when you're in the prologue.
Right. Okay. That might be one.
Hey, look at that
Normally,
success.
Without the prologue, I've been able to do, whatever I need to do.
Yeah, during the prologue, you're locked out of certain things. There's a good period of the prologue in which you can't even exit your vehicle. Ooh. Because it's tabbed to the next vehicle and stuff like that. The prologue is teaching you certain things, so you have to do only what it's asking.
Right. That makes sense.
It happened to Wheels the other day. He couldn't get out of his tractor, and he's freaking out, thinking it was a key binding issue or something like that. And it was just because he was...
restarted my game.
he was in the prologue.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's got nothing to do with the plow. It's just the prologue itself. Sure. Yeah, the prologue itself locks you into certain things.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know then. What map are you on?
Riverbend Springs.
Ah, yeah, that's what I'm on right now.
So, yeah, like during the prologue, you can't actually put seed in after... Oh, it finally took that wood log. Finally. Alright, we're gonna have to borrow another $5,000 to make sure we get through the night with money. We are done the month of July. Wait. Stuff to sell. We need to check in on that. Not till September, until November there. I want to get the small flour mill before we do anything with that. Slurry is December. We wouldn't sell straw. We're not going to sell our wheat. The eggs do not show in here, even though I have the pallets in storage. We have a lot of that. That's not till November. Okay. Honey. I have a pallet of that. Until February. Silage bales. I have a bunch of those. That's October. Okay. So we're not missing out potentially on any selling stuff. Are there any last minute contracts that are going to tell me, oh, you've got to go? Ooh. 16 grand for that. I've done that one before, though. Nope. All right. Here we go. All right. We made it through the night. Sorghum field. Yes, we will accept that contract. Stone picking. Why is it showing 19 and 20? That's interesting. What up, Tug? I mean, $6,000 for that. Oh, bad. You have an issue which mouse is not working in the game. Not working in the game? That's strange. That's interesting. Is it just not working, like, at all, or is it... Does it work on the main menu? And, what kind of mouse is it? Oh, that's why it's flashing both. Yeah, we're gonna accept this contract as well. Yeah, we'll accept that contract. Busy, so a keybind is to upgrade your tractor. You have to go to the store and hit a toggle. Exclamation plow, Billy Boyd. You would have to go on Riverbend Springs anyway. Right here. No, sorry, not right here. Right here in the parking lot, there's an upgrade. There's a trigger. You'll have to go there, park the equipment in the trigger, and hit the button. I got it from Giants Everclear. Oh, great. Some numpty parked the harvester right in the way of me getting out of the shed. G604. You can use it in the general menu but before launching, but not after the game loads. Did you start the game with the prologue option, Papa?
What trailer is
This is a Farm Tech, something or another.
Oh,
It can do bale, trailer, or 2 different volumes of tipper trailer. Not sure what that is. When you started the game, did you take the option that says It would have been a prologue option, essentially.
I think it's the bottom one.
Yeah, the bottom one of the two options. Basically, it teaches you the game. And the only reason I ask is because that does kind of lock you into doing certain things in a certain way.
Yeah.
And that might have caused it. Just trying to offer suggestions. I don't know why it would work on the main menu, but then not after it loads. Unless you did that, in which case it kind of, you know, you got to do the whole press WASD and you got to look around, and until you reach a certain point in the prologue, you're locked out of like store menus and some of that stuff. You got to listen to Grandpa Walter. I do have mods right now. Normally I get them through SGC Rage. Yes, I do have mods right now. Normally I would get them through several locations, either Giants, other members of the SGA through their Trello pages, sometimes third-party sites, or, you know, in many cases, making my own. But yes, I already have mods because I started making mods in early access. Because I couldn't help myself. Hire this worker, let him do his thing. I'll get the rock picker on this one, then we're gonna go get the tractor, bring up the two. Go bring up those two trailers. Well, SGC, he was saying it works on the main menu, but then once he loads his save, or loads into the game, it no longer works. And the only thing I can think of that would cause that, because it worked on the main menu, is that the new game, where'd I park that tractor? The new game prologue kind of limits what you can do to start. Otherwise, why would it work at the start and then not afterwards? That's a curious one. Alright, time to pull a train through town. This should be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, the stone picker only lists so high to dump out. And this farm tech trailer is nice because the sidewall on this option is low enough that you can dump into the trailer. And then the other trailer can take the sorghum. Because I only have so many tractors to haul stuff up here. And I chose not to borrow any equipment for these contracts. Like learning to ride a bike all over again, Tug. There we go. There it does be. Alright, so we got them 2 contracts. Oh, whoa. Red beat. I hate that thing. So no. What up?
Evening. Hey, man. I didn't know you were streaming. My apologies. I wouldn't have sent a message.
Don't worry about it.
I
Gotta
just
make
hopped in
sure
a place-
somebody's live for when Dave goes off in about 20 minutes. Right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
SGA Streamathon Day 5, baby.
I think he goes to 7.
He said he was going till around 6, but either way.
Oh, yeah. Regardless.
Either
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
SGA
14.
Streamathon Day 5, no pressure.
No pressure. Yeah. Got it. I got the hot potato and I passed it along to Dave, and now Dave has it. He's going to pass it.
Yep.
Yeah, so what I was looking at is I noticed you're streaming in 1440p, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. So I was just curious, was there anything special that you did? Like, for instance, your bitrate, and then I'm guessing you just changed it to 1440p 60 on Streamlabs?
I use OBS, but yes, 1440p, 60 frames output. You're going to want a minimum of 6K bitrate.
Got it.
And then, yeah, other than that, you should be good to go.
Oh, sweet. Cool, thanks.
Now, I say that Twitch doesn't always like it because they're still rolling out their 2K, 4K
Okay.
program where you're a partner as well, though. You should be able to do it. But it may be times where you'll notice, even though you're outputting 1440, Twitch is like, nah, bro, 1080.
Got it.
And there's nothing we can really do about that because Twitch hasn't, fully,
Sure.
quotations, rolled that program out.
Perfect.
Because once they
Nice.
do, they're supposed to allow higher bit rates as well.
Yeah, everything I researched, because I was looking it up, and everything I researched is like, oh, the max you can do is 1080p. But I'm like, wait a minute, Darius is doing 1440. I'm like, I gotta pick his brain. I was like, that's what I want, so I don't have to switch my settings every time I stream. Which I'm sure you came across the same thing.
See, what I had done for a long time when I got the 1440 monitor was I left my monitor and game settings and everything in 1440, and then I used OBS to downgrade my stream output to 1080.
Gotcha. Alright, that makes sense.
That way I wasn't changing settings all the time. It was just Streamlabs was handling the downgrade.
Gotcha.
But then I saw, was it back in the spring, I want to say? Maybe it was midsummer. I'd seen It's Bits, I think. It had a title where he was like testing 4K streaming on Twitch. I was like, wait, what? And ever since then, I've been 1440. I set things up and went that route.
Excellent.
So, all right. Going all right. No canola. So September we'll be doing some planting. This month, though, no, not till October for our corn. Wow. The harvest season seemed to have shifted a little bit. Maybe I'm seeing things, but it feels like they shifted some. So I got plenty of food for the sheepy sheep, so we're gonna have to get rid of some wool. Hopefully this month we can get the money. I want to try and get the small spinnery production so we can start dropping. Though I don't know if our wool, if it's going to keep up with our wool production. It might not. So how about them sugar beets there, Big Daddy?
Oh, thank goodness, man. That's having PTSD. Thank goodness, is all I'll say.
Cut sugar beets? You want to do a bunch of those contracts?
You know, I'm gonna have to pass.
Oh, come
I
on.
think I'm good. I think I'm good, man. I think I'm good.
Nah, where's the fun in that?
Oh, very true, very true. Hey, if they came up and paid well, darn right.
Just gotta get your cut sugar beet trailer. That's all.
Very true, very true.
That's what I was hinting at, Big Daddy.
Gotcha. I'll be on it. It should be fairly easy. To be honest. I gotta see what trailer. Honestly, I gotta see what trailers are in game. That I can add that to. If they still have the one from last year or 22, I mean.
Yeah, they still got the sugar beet trailer.
Oh.
Because that's it's the only auger wagon that'll take sugar beets.
Perfect.
Yep, the Amity crop chip. No, sorry, where is it? Do they not this time around? I'm looking.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a Bergman one this time now.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
we'll make
nice.
that happen.
Holds 50,000 liters.
Ooh, perfect.
You're a big boy.
Make that happen. Oh yeah.
You also got this crop chaser bin, holds 61,000,
Wow.
and it holds sugar beet.
Hmm.
That one holds everything. Olives.
Do you know what though? That's a side tip, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
a dumping. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to the. Is it the peas or the spinach? Yeah, it's a spinach a side dump. I'm talking about.
Yep. Yeah, it's a side
That's what it
dump.
looks like. Nice.
It
Very cool.
lifts and dumps.
Like that.
That's cool. Yeah. Look at the counterweight on the other side.
Holy
that's
crap. Ooh.
that's some counterweight there. That's kind of
Very
cool.
nice.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be needing one of those for a while. I do love to see this Brant Beavertail trailer base game. You know, a nice detachable low loader. I like seeing that base game.
Agreed.
Be able to transport our equipment now.
That's nice.
And then the nice drop decks with the ramps on them.
Oh yeah.
Because before it was always one of these, and it's like, but it's one of them damn frickin' weird, funky trailers. I hate those things for backing them up.
Yeah. Agreed.
I used to load the first legal to look and get any more on it and just close the back end up and hope for the best that nothing falls off while I'm driving.
Yeah. I gotta see if we can't get a Macdon head, swathing head that takes, that we can cut grass with. And windrow. Because I know we can't get into the MacDon DLC files for that, but...
You know?
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
pretty sure that's locked.
Yeah, it's because it's a brand new DLC. We're basically locked out of it for now.
Ah.
No different than any other DLC from Giants. The year of, you're basically locked out of it. Then the next year, it becomes... Typically, a lot of it becomes a, you know, Giants official mod, and the files are opened up.
Yeah.
It's funny, got done streaming today. Went in, checked on my son. I said, how's school going? He said, good. I said, do you need me? He says, nope. I said, okay. Have a good night. I went and took an old man nap.
Yeah, I passed out about 9:30. I had my alarm set for 2, because originally I thought Dave was done at 2. It's like I wanted to be up. I woke up 3 minutes of 2, doing the old man pee-pee dance, going, oh my jeez, I'm about to wet myself. Because I drank like 3 bottles of water during stream last night.
Oh, man.
Plus soda, 2 glasses of cranberry raspberry juice, and a glass of iced tea. So I was like, I gotta go. Yeah, yep, gotta go.
Yeah, nature calls. Yep, see ya. Oh, no doubt. And then you have, it's so bad, it sounds like you have the dream where you're in the bathroom, you actually go, and you get that going, and you come out of the bathroom and you dream, you're like, you still have to go. It's like, what's wrong? And then you wakes you up like, oh, fudge.
It's because you never went. That's
Yeah,
why.
right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely won't be another 13-hour stream tonight, but
Ooh.
You say that now.
I do say that now. But I need to
And
go.
was like,
Likely, I will end up being the overnight coverage tonight,
uh-huh.
in which I should have stayed napping for a while. But, you know, woke up, had to go to the bathroom, and then, well, now you're awake, so... Tough luck. There we go. He's empty. Go switch trailers. Like ready to empty the combine when it needs to. Gonna play musical trailers.
So for your seasons, like, what's your preferred method of days?
I start out with just a day per month until I start getting busy enough that I need more than a day per month.
I might actually do that. Makes sense.
Because, I mean, early on, you're very welcome there, Lightwind Row. Early on, there's not enough to do to take multiple days per month.
Yeah.
And you just end up skipping part of a day. It slows down your productions because you're spreading out the length of the day. So it's like, there's not really enough to make it worthwhile early on.
Yeah.
Then once you start getting into, year 3, year 4, you've got a bunch more fields, stuff like that. Then, all right, now there's a lot more to do. Maybe I need more days per month.
Yeah.
do I borrow this? If I borrow the equipment, I'd still get the sorghum off the field. Hold on. Where is this going? It's going down to there as well. It would screw with the contract state. I did that. But I still made a pretty hefty thing off the... Yeah, we're gonna borrow the items.
So his contract's worth doing them? Like early game?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I think so. I do a lot of contracts because it's a good way to get extra money.
well, yeah, there's that.
Yeah, just keep an eye on the contract, what type it is. There are some that were definitely worth it. Then there are some that are a money pit. Now,
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm probably not gonna take a contract that's only gonna pay me a few $100.
yeah.
But if you've got, like in my case, I've got a dual joystick set up, and I have it pretty well dialed in now for crane controls,
Oh,
and
wow.
they have logging transport contracts that pay out $16,000 to go move a few logs. Likewise, if you already have like a telehandler with a log fork,
Yeah.
there you go. You just go pick up the logs, put them in a trailer, transport them to the destination, and get paid. Doesn't take a lot of time, and I mean 16 grand, especially early on, that adds up pretty good to getting more equipment. You know, the small productions now are a thing that you can look at as a way of getting started with stuff. First time using a decent sized harvester that we've actually needed a header trailer for. Granted, it's only a contract, but until I start getting the loan paid down some. At least the government efficiency grant today will help out with that in the future. A lot of money up front, but once that money is paid back, it's... I want to say when I was looking, it's $222 an hour that those solar panels pay out. That adds up pretty good. What's going on, Speedy? All right, Big Daddy.
Yes,
Question
sir.
for you.
Sure. Leave an answer.
Our lockout's over. How would you rate the game?
On 1 to 10?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can break it down into subsystems if you want.
sure. Sure.
What's going on, Croatia?
Again, my favorite part, without a doubt, I've been a kind of player, is the ground deformation. I think it adds to the gameplay. It doesn't take it away. It accents the gameplay and complements it. So I like the ground deformation for sure. I think the graphics are improved overall. It looks really nice, easy in the eyes. The production, if you haven't played Pleasant Valley, the productions are a really nice addition. The buildables are really cool as well. The missions are like a buffet, and what I mean by that is you're not just stuck to select a few. There is quite a selection to choose from. It's usually almost one in every category each time you go around. So the missions are really nice. The AI improvement, that I like. I do like the aspects of it, but there are some aspects to it I wish it had of the old one. And what I mean by that is, if I set the guy to a point at the end of the crop, if I move around, I want to have him pick right back up where I set him, or start where I set him, and he goes to a random point and it starts to do his work again. So that's one downfall of the new AI. The steering assist is like a VCA Lite. I like it. It doesn't have the turnarounds that I found out at the moment. However, it's very good. So as far as in-game goes, I think it's great. I am missing, and I was told that it should be in-game at this time, but it's not. Is the containers for the wood? I am wholeheartedly missing them at the moment because without autoload. But I may have put an autoload trailer in at the moment. Just need to fix the textures. So overall, I think it's good. The wood, again, how to be diplomatic and politically correct about the wood and how the physics and the crane work. If you liked them in 22, you're gonna like them in 25. If you didn't like them in 22, you're not gonna like them in 25. Meaning, I don't think they changed as far as the handling of the wood with like their in-game cranes on the trailers. Is how I feel about it, to be honest. So overall, I would give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Maybe even 9. So I'd say 8.5 is a fair assessment overall, to be honest with you. So I think a lot of my wood handling got better for good. Well, if you got better, then you're gonna like it for sure. It's just I got spoiled. I'm not gonna lie. It's nothing against the game. I got spoiled by the wood trailers. It was just so much
Yeah, see, I'm with Kaz. I think it did get a little bit better from 22 to 25. Namely in that the logs interact a little bit better with the crane arms and stuff. It's tough where we got spoiled with auto load in 25 and 22. And then you stop handling the wood at all after that point. It's just dump it and
Agreed. Just do a drive-by.
Yeah.
Really, it's a drive-by. You put on auto load, you drive by the logs, and you keep on driving.
So yes, we got spoiled in that regard. So it's without that, you notice that there is a little bit more. There is a little bit better handling this time around. I won't say it's leaps and bounds, but it is a little bit better. And I'm with you. I'd say a solid 8.5 out of 10 on the game overall. There's a few issues here and there. How's it going, Judgy? Little Demon, welcome in. Like some of the flickering and things like that. Some the bale and pallet storage building. The Elmer Super 7. Just a few little minor bugs. Nothing game breaking. Could things use some improvement in some areas? Yes. Namely the AI in regards to that, the Wolf Harvester, the self-propelled one. It could very much use some work. But overall, I'm loving the new animal systems with the being able to make the custom pastures and stuff like that. That's a really nice feature. The ground deformation, yes. The overall, how's it going, Zamia? The overall just appearance of the game visually, I think, got a lot better. And not to say that, looking at this tractor, it's much better. It's everything else got better. Your foliage on your crops, your trees, your bushes, your grass, rocks and buildings and stuff like that just looks crisper this time than it did in 22.
Right.
So I think as a whole, the game is a little more immersive. The the sky, the way the light and the clouds and the shadows from the clouds, the fog, that also adds to a big level of immersion that we didn't have in 22. So there's some nice additions. There's some nice building blocks, especially for the modders to work with.
Yeah, like I said, I missed. I forgot about the animals. The animals definitely. The animal pens where you can customize them, do the pastures the way you want. Really cool, without a doubt. I think that's great. Adds to the game. You could, and it's neat how it increases based upon your size of your pasture you create, which makes sense.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have a massive pasture to put in 2 animals. You want to fill that bad boy up. And you can do custom shapes with it. Like I said, I made a sheep submarine pen the other day. And I just started drawing, and I'm like, oh, there's a submarine. Just drew it out, closed it. Okay, you hold 30 sheep. Perfect. Great. Go. So definitely do like it. Like I said, I like Daniel. There's a lot of improvement. Sure, there's some things I feel that are missing, but hopefully they come in a DLC. The yarders are there. I mean, one woodcutter, Ikamatsu. Where's Ponzi? Where's the Scorpion? Where's the Cobra even? So kind of.
The Scorpion King wasn't even an official mod in 25.
It was a Cobra.
Or in 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would expect one of those to come as an official mod from Giants in the coming days. I by no means do I think they're done putting out their official mods. We got 10 this morning. I would bet you we'd get some more tomorrow, and so on. So yes, I would say that's probably been my one big disappointment, is that it feels really light on equipment this time around.
Yeah.
Compared to 22. You start looking at some of the brands, and it's like, wow, it seems like there's a whole lot less equipment for this brand, for most of the brands.
Well, that and what gets you, if you go to their website and you look at the brands and you're excited to see a brand there, and you click on it and they put in a weight. Really? I mean, come on. It's like,
yeah,
you couldn't do it better than a single weight for whatever it is. But as an example, I know I went through and like, oh wow, they're bringing them in game, and what are they bringing this time around? I'm like, it's a weight. Really? For instance, let me look here.
Yeah.
I'll try to give you an example. It was depressing. Okay. Here's the thing. Wilson Trailers, like, cool, we have more nice to Wilson Trailers making it back again, right? No, it's the animal trade. For example, that's my example. I'm sure there's better ones in here, but that's just quick off the top of my head. It comes to mind.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of them where you sit back and kind of like, it would be nice to see a bit more.
Yeah. Like here, AGCO. Okay, I'm looking at AGCO. I'm like, oh my god, the wheels are spinning of all the awesome tractors that AGCO put out. And I can click on it and it gives me the 8010. I'm like, and the rest are weights. I'm like, really? This is what you got?
So, yes, click auto run Cushy. What that is it's a disk image that will install the game from Giants. Oh, of course you would say it. I've been sitting here waiting for your tank to fill so I can pull up behind you and empty that damn rock thing. And Now you say it. No, SGC, they're the same game. Just with the Giants version, if you buy it through them, you can support a streamer towards becoming bronze, silver, gold partner by using a streamer code. You can't do that through Steam or Epic or any other platform. Yep. Yeah, many members of the SGA are Giants partners, myself included. We all have affiliate codes that you can use. I actually have a link down below for my affiliate code towards becoming a bronze partner, but I am extremely far away from becoming bronze partner because I don't really push my partner code. Though I think with this release I want to start working towards becoming a bronze partner so I can get better access to things for people in the future.
Yeah, they have one piece of equipment listed under Ponzi, and that's the Bison. You know, the Forder that with the.
Yep.
So that's what they got under Ponzi. What I'm going to say about the Greenhoff, they used to have the Predator under that. Remember the Predator used to do the stumps and mulching?
Yep.
Like a jazz?
The Pranoth, yeah.
That's not here this year. So yeah, I think some equipment's lacking. Like I said, it has a lot of stuff in that. You know, they list a lot of manufacturers, and they have one item or an item in it that I really find lackluster. For instance, Granny Plastic. It's like they have their own category. Like, really? I'm good. I would have been okay with a lizard wrap. You know what I mean? Not to sound mean, but really not a highly sought after thing.
Yeah, but it's that one's a quick way of them advertising, hey, we've got, you know, XYZ.
Sure, exactly. Add it to another number.
Yeah, without them having to put in a bunch of effort for that, because it's literally just a decal on a square box.
Right.
You know, it's not like it takes a lot to model that one out type of deal. But it's yet another brand they can advertise, so on. Yes,
Agreed.
if you have the MacDon Swather DLC, you can swath canola, and according to a video I have not watched myself, you can receive up to a 25% bonus, depending on the crop, in yield for swathing. The way I play it by ear tug is I start out at 1x speed with 1 day months. As I get my feet wet, get things kind of situated, figure out what I'm doing, my plan of how I want to do, you know, upgrade, do stuff like that. Because of course, usually that first day in, there's a lot of moving parts, changing things around and stuff like that. Then I kind of sit there and say, do I need to speed up, slow down? Because you can always sleep through to the next day at any point in the day. So if you leave it on 1x speed and you start playing through the month of August and you're done everything by 9 a.m. with nothing left to do, just sleep through till September. You know, that doesn't matter. You're just sleeping through. I do not have super strength turned on, Schwoke. There is a way to turn it on. I have not done so. But it involves the developer controls and some other shenanigans with the XML files. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can attack the whole time scale side of things. You're starting to get your feet back under you. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing that says you have to go at 5x speed or anything like that. Go at what you're comfortable at. And, whoops, all my workers just died because I ran out of money. Oopsie daisy. Get in the vehicle, dang it. I walk around judgy. Right now, I'm jumping from A to B because I'm running a couple of contracts and I'm not going to walk across the map. You know, if I'm doing something way over here, I'm not going to walk clear up to here. That's a long walk. But I tend to operate either, you know, I'll drive around in a tractor or something like that. And I tend to have some AI workers hired. Because I'm usually running contracts and stuff like that as a way of earning money, especially early game. Contracts can be a good way of making money. Like up here, I gotta jump up here quick. Oh, you're full. I gotta rehire this worker quick. Then I gotta come back down to this tractor, so here I am going clear across the map. And now I'll settle in, drive myself back. Go empty that harvester. By then I might need to empty the rock picker. Now, if I were in multiplayer and I had a couple of, you know, if I had other people on here, then I wouldn't necessarily jump around. But I like to keep a lot of stuff going within the game, contract-wise and stuff like that. And if I'm only one person, I do like that this year the passenger script is now a base game thing too, so you can, you know, drive workers places and drop them off and stuff like that if you were to do a multiplayer playthrough. The only problem I ever run into is I hate running servers because I feel like I'm always missing out if I'm not on it. And the other problem is with my sleep schedule and my basically stream when I'm awake mentality. Not everybody can join me consistently if I choose to do multiplayer. So I could be sitting here trying to do multiplayer, and you know, maybe today and tomorrow, Big Daddy's on, jumps in, we're all, we're hanging out, we're working together on the farm, and then the next day I'm awake at 1 in the morning, and I go to play, and Big Daddy's of course sleeping. Then he's not on the farm, and then maybe the day after he can't jump on, and the day after that he's doing something else, and it's tough for me to have consistency, even if I'm local hosting. So I just generally end up single player.
Yep. I mean, unless you put together a time slot like on a Saturday, early Saturday at like 5 o'clock, which with sleep schedule, who the heck knows? But even if you did like Saturday at 5 o'clock, we'll do multiplayer once a week or something. But then it's like you're gonna progress so much more in your single player that you go back to your multiplayer, like, oh, I don't have that here.
Well,
It's
and
really-
that's the problem with why I don't do a separate game for that, because no, I've been putting all this effort into the other game. Why would I want to have a different game?
Agreed.
So yeah, it's like, unless people want to jump in and hang out and all work on one game. Now the great thing is I can local host and just jump people in. Tomorrow nobody's around, I'm in single player. Day after that, local host, that type of thing. You have that ability to just take your save and host it multiplayer without having to, benefit of not being on a server. You don't have to sit there and try and upload and download from a server constantly with your save.
Right.
Alright, Rock Picker is done. I need to get him emptied and see if I can't hook up, pull stuff back with him. Love how he's done, but he's still trying to pick up rocks. It's eerie how much that cat looks like my cat.
I was gonna say, did you went to record your kitty?
But is not my cat.
Right.
That's the thing. It's like, it's eerie, but that's not my cat.
Right.
I don't know if this is gonna hook up to that, but we're gonna try it. If it does, then I can pull them back to the farm at the same time. Oh, beauty. Collect that. That's the beat contract. Move this off to one side. How's... Okay, this guy's done. I'll wait on that for now. Oh.
Freaking tired.
If you need to see that setting, it's under game settings at the very bottom, Tug. AI workers. You turn them on and off right there. Dresh, how you doing? Just getting back home, you're tired as hell? Yeah, I hear you. Did you need something, Corbin?
Literally. Start assembling.
Yeah, it's she's a bit loaded down, yeah. She's squatting good. Oh no, oh no. Ooh, almost had a bad day. Which tool was I using to pick up 3 square bales at once? That is a front loader bale grab. You'll see it. It's get the exact name of it. It's Albut something or another. It's a big blue stand-up thing with spiky hands. Yep. You're gonna want a decent sized tractor with some wheel weights and a rear weight. And might still struggle when picking things up. I missed my turn. Nope. No, until the editor is released, porting things from 22 to 25 is a very incomplete process. Though I may in a little bit here. I think I have a way to fix my baler issue without requiring the editor. I may do a little modding in a bit.
Very nice.
Well, normally I like a baler with a slightly wider pickup radius. Not, 20 meters wide, but just a smidge wider than the standard default pickup radius. Yes, you normally would roll after planting, Tug. And what you're doing is you're pushing down any rocks that are brought up by the planting. You're smoothing out furrows created by the planting so that when you're harvesting a crop, namely such as soybean, where you have to have the header right low to the ground to get the full plant, you're not potentially ingesting rocks and dirt off the ground, because funnily enough, combines don't like that. Yeah, I mean, not everybody, even nowadays, not everybody actually does the rolling. There's a lot of people that haven't really started doing that. So it's not like widely common practice. We got weeds. Granted, nothing's seeded yet, so I don't care. Ugh. It's a wall there. Alright, there's that. I'm gonna park this around the other side. There's that done. And see already, you're gonna have to hook joysticks back up. This game is much better with joysticks. If you're doing anything with front loaders, forestry, if you have them, yep. That's more of a bronzish color than a true gold color, in my opinion. You still have your yellow points, but it's more of like a bronzish gold. Alright, I will take this later. I'm enjoying it, grumpy old nerd. Alright, this guy here we can send to there, start the job. This vehicle. In some ways, yes, Grumpy, it's much different, but at the end of the day, it's still Farming Simulator. Do you have the collector's edition with the ignition? I do not, Crazy Cruise. Alright. done. Yeah, I mean, as far as differences, there are quite a few differences from 22, namely the ground deformation, the baby animals, the animal pens in general. Yeah, the base game steering assist slash AI is much improved over 22. But ultimately, it's farming simulator, so the other thing to keep in mind too is when I say something's base game, oh well, we had it as a mod back in 17, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but now Giants has done it, so they've put more effort into it. They've coded it through and through their system different, so that modders now can potentially interact with that system to do something much different than what we've had in the past. No, you cannot use DLCs from 22 and 25, CJ. Alright, while we're waiting for that tractor to finish getting down there, we'll go bring this back down to the field. Gonna have to do some maintenance on this thing, I think. It's gonna be likely another season before I can pay or afford to buy a new combine. To go buy TMR? Not by default, Buck. TMR can only be created early on by the mixing wagons. Normally, it's a mod that would make it buyable. The best you're gonna get is to buy like a silage bale if you're looking for cows to get their, to get the most out of cows. But by default, no. There's no way to just go buy the TMR. Park this in the maintenance bay. go. Where's my tractor? Did you make it? Oh, you're still on your way. You are going horribly slow. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting, Big Daddy. Did you notice that?
What's that, sir?
So, my Case Puma here, I've had... The other day I was using it for some contract work, and I wanted to just leave the cruise control on, and when I was changing ends of the field, not have it speed up crazily, so I turned down the maximum cruise control speed. And by doing so, I just told him to drive from one point to another. He was limited in his cruise control rate to what I had set.
Gotcha.
I saw something. Oh. Pink flower. I caught this spot of color down here. I'm like, is that a collectible? No.
Is that a shiny?
Well, I've managed to find 7 of them. The other, or 8, sorry. The other 17 are eluding me. That's a telephone pole. GG, dummy. And I've gone to, like, all of the different little buildings and stuff that are scattered around, looking to see if I can find collectibles. Now, it's possible I missed some at some of these buildings, but I thought I was pretty thorough in my looking around. And now I'm curious where the other 17 frickin' collectibles are. Oh, Jesus. Alright, now the key is I want to keep as much sorghum as I can. There it is. Excellent. We managed to complete both of those contracts. Made about 10 grand. We kept 5,000 liters of sorghum. Ooh, that's a good plowing contract. We're going to accept that contract. Spraying 85. 3,700 bucks. Accept that contract. I'll do this one too. Alright. So I need to take this guy here. And he will do the plowing contracts, but for now, he is going to drive to here. Start. Spraying field 85. How do you know how to kick people out of your own farm? Or do I know how to? Are you in multiplayer, Rogue? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Normally as a farm manager, you would have to go into, there's a special management page, and you would find their name and kick them out that way. I'll be honest with you, it's been a long time since I've done that. And it's such an amazing game. Spent 8 hours in it today. It happens. It happens. Yep. Yeah, that does happen, Nappin. I have nightmares about this field still. Alright. Alright. Down this row, and then we should have, what, 2 more passes? Be done this field. Earn ourselves quick, easy, some money. Let's speed time back up again a little bit, just to see if pops up on the contracts throughout the day. Starting your current have GPS on it. Nope, everything has GPS by default, Weidenbach. It's called steering assist now. You just have to, when you're at the field, hold H. And you'll have an AI setting and then a steering assist column. Down this row. And back up one more time, and job's done. That's the car. $3,700, and I only used 700 liters of herbicide. Not bad. Back to the farm. Park this away. Grab the other truck. How did I refill this sprayer? All you have to do is go into the store. You're going to come in here and you're going to buy either the herbicide or fertilizer totes. And then pull up alongside of them. You'll see the F1 menu behind my face here will show press R for refill by default on keyboard. If you're on controller, you should see a prompt for a button press. And then it would refill from that container. Give me just a second, I'll show you. We'll get back to the farm. I've got a partial tote I want to top off into here so I can get it out of my farmyard. You're welcome, Evil Plan. Can't get your trailer to dump, Tug. What kind of trailer is it? And what is it you're trying to dump? And where? I should say what's in the trailer, not what kind is it. What's in the trailer? Alright, pull up right beside this. R to refill sprayer. And done. Canola, the starter trailer, you're at the grain mill. Are you sure canola goes in the grain mill? Having a hard time here when I pull up the map. Try to click on places, it don't want to let me click on them. Had some bugs when unloading. You had to restart your game a few times because the trailer refused to load. Interesting. There is no mod, Nuke's Toy. GPS is base game now. It's It's called steering assist or AI helper. You just hold H, and then you have AI worker and steering assist right here. You would click the steering assist tab, and it would let you set things up. Yeah, I was gonna say the grain mill canola won't go there, but it would go to the oil mill or the grain barges. All right, 40 and 69. 40 is up over there. 69 is just south there. All right, let's go to 40 first. I'm blind as a bat. What the heck? Why can't I suddenly see 40? Oh, yeah, because it's pink in color. You know, find your way there. Figure it out, buddy. Got you, buddy. You can do it. It doesn't like where I put my grain bin. Don't know why, but it doesn't like where I put my grain bin.
Interesting.
Yeah, it loves to run into the thing constantly.
Wow.
Alright, while he drives in that direction, I will be back in just a minute, chat. I gotta get up and go use the bathroom. Share stream. Hey there, Light Robin. I'm back.
Welcome back.
We're almost to field 40. I was right. Changing the cruise control settings will slow the worker down.
Yeah, I thought it did in 22 as well.
Well, I was so used to using, auto drive.
Gotcha.
Hey, Bad Bake. Where did I put my animals? So, I have 2 animal pens on the farm. I have my cows here in the yard. Sorry, I have 3, because I also have the chickens. And then I have the sheep across the road down here. Dave was having an issue with that Bad Bake. He was saying that his side panel didn't want to play nice. Not a problem, Memlar. Wonder if that's a side panel issue. Oh, your bells and whistles to work with this. Nice, Tatico. Same issues they've had since 19. Yeah, I won't disagree there, Bad Bake. They could definitely use to put some more effort in there. Anybody else? Nope, that'll do it. Wish they wouldn't put some buttons as default. It's not listed, nor can you change them. Yeah, that's frustrating. Luckily, I've dealt with it in 22, and you can take your 22 key bindings, your input bindings file, and immediately just put it in. Oh, and of course you'd have all that shit right in front of the version number. God damn it. make custom switches. Well, I mean, in that case, Tatico. You kind of did more than the average person did, Tatico. The heck is Boom doing?
Breaking things?
Apparently. I just look over and he's got a whole sea of red.
Yeah, he's trying to mod.
You don't even have the editor out yet.
No, I think he's doing in-game edits.
Again,
I've already got 3 or 4 up already.
yeah. I mean, other than the plow, the only one I really want to mess with is the baler issue, which normally you would need the editor for, but I'm pretty sure I know how to work around that.
No.
Because it's just increasing the work width some, but you need to move the nodes in the editor.
Yes. No, I just done a couple. I've done like capacity on a stone picker, free water, and then changed one of the smaller fertilizers to take line.
Gotcha. After clearing out the defaults from button boxes, shifter wheel, finally time to bind them how you want them. Yep, that's the setup process, unfortunately. Where are you, Buttons? Yeah, bad bake, I hear you there.
I see what Boom's trying to do. He's trying to bring his silos back.
Well, wait till we get the frickin' editor. Your textures and shit are all
Right.
gonna be wonky. You're not gonna be able to do that till you get the editor, Boom.
Unless he's going to change the model.
And I
Which is
suppose,
quite
but
possible.
yeah, I mean, if he's changing the model out, but even then, you'd have to be able to grab the model to import it. No matter which way you cut that, you need to have the model, the i3D file, and all that stuff.
Well,
and you'd
he
have
can
to be
just
able to.
grab that, though.
Yeah, but that doesn't deal with your input and your output triggers and all of the other things that are done in the i3D. Unless you're straight grabbing an entire factory, in which case you still may not have the right input-output triggers for what Boom Silo did in 22.
Right. I don't think we're going to get the editor until like Friday, maybe even next Monday.
Yeah, I was hoping for today. They were saying that they were hoping to have it at release. But yeah, I would guess sometime in the next couple days.
And then they got to release the new plugin for Blender as well, which I'll probably be waiting on.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Sorry, chat. I'm distracted by secondary people. all kinds of things.
What's up, Big Daddy?
Good evening, Robin. How you doing, sir?
I'm alright.
Good. Enjoying the game so far?
You gotta go over there. You can go over
I
there.
am. My wife's
you
not.
can Go there.
Oh. What's she not liking
She
about it?
didn't
if you don't
get it.
ask?
No, she didn't. She didn't get it.
Tell her what she's waiting for.
Yeah, payday.
Ah. Well, yeah, it's understandable.
As it is, I put mine on my credit card. I told her to wait till Christmas. She might get it then.
Well, if she behaves, Santa Claus might get it for her. That's why I look at it.
Right.
Yeah, but can she wait that long?
Oh
That's-
yeah,
Well,
she
you
only
guys
ever
gotta get-
plays with me, and right now I'm busy 3D modeling and that.
Yep, fair enough.
So even if she got it right now, she probably wouldn't even play it.
I don't know if there's a traffic off option this time around, Memoir. I haven't gone
Yes,
looking.
there is. Yes, there is.
I was gonna say I would imagine there is, but I honestly hadn't gone looking yet.
I hope Dave puts where tornadoes and that like wreck the buildable factories. I know it's
I
not
mean-
gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but if
If
they
it's
can
even
turn them off-
possible.
Well, Dave reckons he can do it.
Oh. Again, that's going to be dependent on how they did the script
Right.
and whether or not it will interact with the buildings.
See,
We'll
that's
know
what
more
I-
once we get the editor.
So right now, buildings break like default ones.
Oh, see, I haven't had one show up yet. So.
Say, yeah.
That'd be kind of cool because if he does that, then people can turn them off to stop it, which is nice.
Lions Tech Clips, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome into the channel. How are you doing today?
I think he's got a good idea though for starting fresh rather as doing like like he did in Roll Creek.
Right.
Yeah, I'm too impatient to get something bigger than a 1x map to play on, so I'll be right from the get trying to do that because it saves a load of having to put in some of the basic stuff. Then I'm just building terrain and stuff out in the outskirts, which is different than having to build out all of the town, and you know, then it's got traffic patterns on it, it's got all of that stuff already on it.
That's what's going to be the headache is the splines, I think.
Well, and like I said, if I restrict traffic to what's already there,
Right.
you know, it's there.
Yeah.
It's that part of it's done, and I don't have to worry about trying to create that stuff.
Right. I want to know how the NPCs work. That's what I want.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing too. Is same with having the NPCs and the people walking around in the towns and stuff like that. All that's already done for me. I'm just building out the outskirts of the town.
What are you going to go to? There's 4X?
Probably.
Or bigger?
It's probably going to be a 16x that I limit to like an 8x size.
Right.
So the idea would be the The files are that of a 16X, but you really only get to interact with
8X.
some of it, yeah. Just because I think in the end a 16X map is gonna, you know, we had performance issues in 22 with a 16X, so you know it's gonna happen again.
I just think it's too big, farmable land, 16X. But if there's loads of water, then it's different.
Well, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be all farmable land either. There'd be water, there'd be trees, there'd be, you know, mountains and stuff like that, and whatever. Depending on how the terrain kind of comes to me, so to speak.
Has anybody tried placing a bog on a hill and see what happens?
I have not, no. I haven't messed with the rice fields at all yet.
I don't know if they like self-level or not.
They do,
To a point, I think.
to a point.
To a point, yeah. I did mine on a curved field,
Right.
and it turned out okay. It wasn't great. To be honest.
Hey, Stormy Wonder.
It's definitely happier with a
Story Wander. Yeah, I'm sure there's a limit to the height that they'll self-level at.
No, I just wondered because it'd be cool if you done it on a hill and then all the water run to one end.
Yeah, I've seen a few people do it where there's a bit of a slope to the ground and it does build up one side, so you end up with this really god-awful huge, like, lump on one end as you fall outside of the patch, but I don't know if there's a limit to that. You love this map, Buck? Yeah.
I do like that map, but it's just
That hurt.
not enough places to build your extra stuff right.
Bri, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome into the channel. How you doing? There's a lot of actual space. It's just it's realizing the space for what it is. You know, I mean, it's not like you're gonna have big wide open areas because at the end of the day, it's a 1X map. So you know, things have to be a little more tight and constrained. But that's my biggest reason for wanting to get off a 1X map as soon as possible.
Right. Well, what would you do? Keep the original fields the same or join some of them together to make them different?
In some places, they would get joined up to make them slightly larger fields. Yes, I have done a couple of them, MLR. I actually like them. But yeah, in some instances, then it would be joining them together. Especially like by the starting farm for the new farmer start. You get 3, 4, 5 right there. Probably join those together. You know, there's a couple places where you have several small fields together where it would be like, all right, join them together. Like here, 34, 35, join those two together. Maybe even with 44 and just make this one field. Here with 29 and 30, make it a field. You know, over here with 70, 71, one field. The 3, 4, 5 by the main farm. Maybe do like 3, 4 together and then 5, or split it up and make it just 2 fields here instead of 3.
Right.
So there's a few places. Like here where
Even the
53 is, get rid of 53. You know.
Even the biggest field on that map's not that big when you go up to it.
No, but I mean, again, it's a 1x map. There's a lot of terrain and things like that that take up space on the map. Rivers, the lake, the streams and stuff like that. A lot of the buildings and the town itself, because you get the river carves through the middle of the map. It tends to disrupt the size of the land available to do things with. But I like the overall feel of the map. So the idea would be to keep the feel of the map and then change some things where it's like you kind of scratch your head at. Namely, one of the wood mills. You go down by the river or down by the water to drop off the logs, but the trigger's way up in the building, and then now that you're down there, how do you get back out again? Unless you're in a trailer that you backed in, there's no easy path out. So something like that, it would be, make some adjustments to that.
Right.
So once the editor's out, I'm going to start working on that, and it'll be spending some time playing the game, plus also some time working on the modding side of it. Story Wonder, thank you very much for the YouTube sub. Welcome into the channel. I got a early access version of FS25, but I did get the pre-order bonuses with it. Oh, there we go.
To be fair, though, the pre-order bonuses are not even that expensive.
No, they never usually are.
I
They're
think
usually
it's about
like
$8 for it all, isn't it?
I hadn't seen the actual pricing on it, but yeah, usually they're never expensive. Well, that's a pretty expensive cultivating contract. We're gonna accept that one. Contracts are coming in, chat. We're gonna keep going at it. Let's drive up here. Why is it telling me to purchase the Madco when you bought the $80 version? Did you buy the Giants version, Zigba? Or did you get it through Steam? Steam? You may have to go in. Yeah, you may have to go to the DLCs and tell it to install them. They should be there as part of your library.
Yeah, because I don't think they default install.
Yeah, I don't think so either. What you talking about, Willis? Oh. Now I recognize what that is. Yours did, Sir Welshie? Just double check that they're installed, Zigba.
Oh, and you have to activate them when you load the map too.
Well, I'm likely guessing that they went into the game and went to look for them, and
Yeah,
they're not there. So
I done
saying
the
you
same
need-
thing, but I didn't select them.
yeah, once you're already in the game, if they're not installed through Steam, it's gonna say you need to buy these, even though they're likely already in your Steam library. They just never never got added to your install, so to speak.
Right.
Well, the other thing too is the the Swather, MacDon Swather, was a pre-order bonus. If you didn't pre-order the game, that is not included in the year one bundle. So
What
that's
did you get with the year one bundle? Oh, you got the Harvester.
no. The year one bundle is only the 3 DLCs coming in first quarter, second quarter, third quarter next year, and the new map that will be coming fourth quarter next year. The Harvester and the MacDon pack were pre-order bonuses for people that bought the game early. If you didn't buy the game early, then those have to be bought separate.
Right, that makes sense.
So that could be part of it as well. Everybody, a lot of people will assume that the year one bundle includes that stuff, and the pre-order bonuses are exclusionary from the. They're not included in the year one bundle. Mr. Deviation, appreciate the lurk, buddy. Set a worker off here. We'll go get my other tractor and we'll go plow that field. That's weird. Yeah, so $5 for the MacDon pack, 99 cents for the Gold Harvester, or the season pass is $45.
Season pass is $45.
It seems really crazy high.
Right. It's $45, all right.
Yeah?
That's more than the actual game on its own, isn't it?
No, the game itself was 60. Which is probably why everybody's buying the year one bundle for 80. Because it saves you a bunch of money on the season pass.
Oh, and there's going to be a Steam sale soon too, probably.
I wouldn't count on it.
Just after Christmas. Normally January time, isn't it?
I wouldn't count on it. I don't want to be on that line. I want to be on this line, you stupid thing. They don't usually do a sale from the Giants side this quick. They might do a holiday sale on it, but I wouldn't expect them to, given how, you know, I don't think they've done it in the past. $50 from Black Friday. Yeah, there you go.
Right, I'll be back in a second.
Mm-hmm. Does not want to grab the, there it is, the right line. Alright, getting this field plowed up pretty quick. Ah, I missed a big spot. But thing, it won't matter. She definitely pulls hard going up the hill, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
I should check and see what time Boom's planning on going to. Mr. Deviation, thank you for that YouTube sub. We greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Delay is huge from YouTube. That's a YouTube thing too. I don't know why. Alright, we're just about done this field. And we'll head this back to the farm. There it is. Done. Select that one. Not a huge income there. Not a huge payout there, but pretty decent.
All right. He plans on going to about 3:30. Our time to be safe, he's saying?
Sounds good. So what I'll do is I'll plan on being up for 2 our time.
Got it.
Just in case Scurvy isn't around in the morning.
Yeah. Totally good.
So yeah, I'll probably get a couple hours of extra sleep.
Oh,
Because I only got like 4 hours of sleep today.
man.
And I can tell you right now, I'm probably not going to make it. What? It'd be almost 12 hours from now on top of the 3 I've already been going. On the 3 hours of sleep I got.
That's, I mean, better back going back years when much younger. It's like, oh, if we're hours of sleep, I got this. It's like as we get a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
years under our belts, it's like 4 hours of sleep, you get hit.
Yeah, I usually average 4, unfortunately. But that's why I take a lot of naps.
Well, that's absolutely.
And I think farming guys planning on doing a 24-hour too.
Oh, sweet.
So, because I see him live at the moment. NBC's also live, but I wouldn't expect NBC to go super late.
No. I would expect maybe 11 our time or even midnight. That late sometimes.
Yep. If Boom's gonna be going that late, that'll be good, because I'll get a couple hours sleep, get back up.
Yeah. Oh,
Alright, I'll park this guy right here.
I'll be right back.
What's it gonna cost to fix 10 grand? Ow. But I kind of have to, because you do lose yield on that if you don't have it repaired. Don't know if I'm going to reach. Counting? It's counting. It is. Hey, I made it. Aha! Alright, let's go put this away. Yep. Yeah, I was figuring. How can you add cash to the game, Cushy? Go on the in-game mod hub, and they have the government subsidy mod. Place them down, they'll, give you money over time. The more signs you place, the more money you get. Whew, forgot I put that there. Nah, not right now, CJ. Just trying to coordinate, you know, the SGA Streamathon. It's been a few years. We're only a few days in. Let's, you know what I'm saying? So this is beams. I need long planks. Not beams. Whoops. wrapping up the last of this one. This canola oil does not produce very fast at all. Yeah, I mean, it's only 10 per cycle, so yeah, it's slow. Oh, that's something I need to go clean out soon, too, is the wool. Not far off. I have our next batch of sheep. Cows. Not far off. Oh, I forgot to buy cows and... Nah, I meant to buy cows last month. I forgot to buy cows last month. Darn it all! Darn it all. Alright. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save the game up. I know I haven't been live very long, but we're going to get a plan. Get a plan. We're going to raid Mr. NBC. I'm going to kick off for a couple hours sleep. Be back very early in the morning. With some more farm sim. So we make sure we keep the streak going. Yeah, save the game up. That button there. Send you over to Mr. NBC for a couple hours. Take care, MMLR. Light window. You have yourself a good one. Gaz, appreciate the raid earlier. Thank you everybody for stopping in. We'll be back again in the morning. I'm going to catch a couple extra hours of sleep. Because it's important. But until next time, I want you all to take care. Stay safe. Have a fantastic rest of your night. And hopefully we catch you all next time. Take care, everybody.